name is Anna Dolby, the president of Golden Age Foundation, 2018 to 2019. That means that you have a new president. I'll tell you about later. On behalf of the Golden Age Foundation Board, I would like to welcome everyone to our 21st anniversary volunteer luncheon, and thank you for being here to show our heartfelt thank you to volunteers for what they do day after day and month after month. You are the heart and soul of the Golden Age Foundation. You bring to life the Golden Age Foundation dream of neighbor helping neighbor. Without the generous donation of time and talent, the Golden Age Foundation would not be able to support the following vital services for our neighbors: the hospitality service, income tax program, the mobility aid program, the environment program, the shredding service. A special thank to our board of directors who provide the organization and oversight for all our programs. All Golden Age Foundation programs and services are offered without cost to shareholders. This year, for one of our new projects, the foundation sponsored the Centenarian Luncheon to recognize the 24-hour centenarians for their strength, example, resilience, and most of all, their presence. Without further delay, I would like to invite the Golden Age Foundation board member Carl Kennedy to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Carl Kennedy is our hospitality chair, and which opens 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11.
All right, thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, God. Before I go on to the next program, I would like to remind all of you that you see the small piece of besides the program. That's the words of Happy Days here again. We are going to have when they do entertainment, they will be the last program, and musicians will ask you to sing along. So please save that small piece of the wording. Next, I'm going to the introduction of our guest. Besides our volunteers, we begin by saying thank you. Thank you for sharing our vision of service, neighbor helping neighbor. It is my honor to introduce some special guests in attendance. Table number 3, Harry Kaneshi, who is our emeritus member. Then table, where is Phyllis Mackey? What is the table number? Table number 6, Phyllis Mackey is she just became our emeritus. As of yesterday, she resigned, and she's been serving our board for over 15 years. Table number 1, Margaret Humes. She is here to represent her husband, Bruce Humes, who is our emeritus member. And table number 4, and special thanks to Lou Lipschutz. He is the Vice President of Supervisor for today's luncheon sponsor and continuous sponsorship. But unfortunately, he's out of town for business. But there's another supervisor. Would you raise your hands, supervisors? Yes. And table number 3, Elaine Brisky from On-Site Sales, who sponsored many our previous years in our luncheon. Thank you. our social chair, Nikki Weiser and Linda Johnson, who put today's event together. They are the ones who choose the caterer and menu and decoration of our room and the as of sunflower you see on the table as a centerpiece. Then table number 4, I'd like to introduce Jeanette Gordon. Okay, and he's been our graphic designer last couple of years, and he helped us. His wonderful talent. Started with the luncheon invitation card you guys received, and today's program, and table 10 signs. And without him, it wouldn't be nice as we see. Also, did you see the poster as you walk in to check in? He produced that, he made it as a gift to Golden Age Foundation today. Thank you. Thank you so much. Last but not least, my personal favorites. These are the men and women who organize and work with our 100+ volunteers. They are scattered through the different tables. Their contribution of time and effort make things happen. There isn't a way to put a price tag on their hundreds of hours they donate each year to the foundation. And special thank to you. Would you please rise, get up? Would you please stand, all the board members? All the Golden Age Foundation board members. We have 22 as of today. Lunch will be served as a buffet style. As you see, the buffet table is in your back. I will coordinate the table. But before that, let me introduce our menu. Today's lunch is catered by Country Garden Catering under Nori Planter's supervision. And menu is barbecue. Our theme was old-fashioned picnic. And with the barbecue hamburger, old-fashioned potato salad, traditional coleslaw, veggie-style baked beans, and sweet watermelon wedge is our dessert. We didn't buy any cookie or cakes for the well-being. Golden Age Foundation Board, Diana Lambert, who is in charge of the income tax program, and they serve more than 800 to 900 shareholders for free of the tax program every year. So please, Diana, please welcome Diana Lambert.
I'd like to extend a hearty welcome to our volunteer luncheon. This gives the Golden Age Foundation the opportunity to acknowledge the contributions of the many volunteers that have supported our many varied programs. Our volunteers are dedicated and hardworking in the programs that provide many services to our community. Social connection is the experience of feeling close and connected to others, and essential to nearly every aspect of health and well-being. Socialization is a key element of healthy aging. Our hospitality program, headed by Carl Kennedy, meets this need by providing a safe, welcoming way to meet neighbors and enjoy their camaraderie over a cup of coffee. Since hospitality is open Monday through Friday, it takes a large cadre of volunteers to make and serve the coffee and snacks, buy the supplies, etc. During this past year, they went an extra step and opened on Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's Day. Carl has also instituted a once-a-month entertainment morning. The Huio Hula Group, a magician, and other talented musicians within our community have volunteered their time for these most popular special occasions. Could we have the hospitality group stand? Everybody who works for hospitality. These are the volunteers who have been open 258 days for the past year and served 29,643 cups of coffee. As Carl would say, their job is to serve coffee and cookies with a smile. Okay, my program, the tax program, has been a mainstay for our community since 1974. Taxes are often confusing and stressful for many people who are worried about doing them right. We have three categories of workers. The greeters, who welcome the clients and make sure that they have all of their paperwork in order, and the tax counselors, who prepare and review each return. The greeters must attend a class and pass ethics and procedures test to be certified by the IRS. In addition to this, the tax counselors have to pass a tax law test and learn the computer program to prepare and/or review the tax returns. The workers have to be professional and sensitive to each client who may have had trouble pulling their documents together, suffered a recent loss, owe money to the IRS, or just frustrated because they couldn't find a parking spot at Clubhouse 6. So could my tax volunteers please stand? These are volunteers who have prepared 770 tax returns, answered tax questions from another 114 residents, and fielded over 1,000 telephone calls. On a personal note, I'd like to thank Phyllis Mackey. Would you please stand? She worked this past year with our telephone assisters and is retiring after being an integral part of the program for the past 19 years. She was my mentor. She can tell you how years ago they would meet with clients during the day, take home their documents and prepare the tax returns at night, then drive the floppy disk to the next person who would review and correct the return. And somehow, these amazing volunteers managed to complete around 800 returns despite how labor-intensive they were. Our mobility aids provide one of the most beloved programs with the lending of wheelchairs, walkers, and rollators. John Lovick heads up this program with his 15 volunteers who man the office. You never know what might happen tomorrow or even later this afternoon. So it's a real relief to be able to access this equipment when it is needed on a temporary basis. Sharon Cohn heads up her team of 5 callers who give information about mobility aids and take other calls. For example, somebody receives an unexpected and probably unwanted letter from the IRS. Could we have the mobility aids people please stand? These are the volunteers who have lent over 465 wheelchairs, transporters, and rollators and answered many telephone calls. I'd also like to recognize the Golden Age Foundation board members who have been under the leadership of President Anna Derby for the past year. They volunteer their time, talent, and energies for many other services provided. Shredding 5,850 gallons for approximately 800 shareholders. Battery recycle 1,097 pounds. Light tube disposal 2,506 lights. They also do a few fun things like hosting this volunteer luncheon, the annual gala, and the most successful centenarian lunch where we honor 24 individuals who who were 100 years and older in 2019. The brainstorming committee has been hard at work trying to implement additional ways that would support the community. To name a few, signing up individuals for the Rouse Reward and Amazon Smile programs that bring in money to fund Golden Age Foundation, subsidizing Meals on Wheels, bringing in a bike repair company on a regular basis, updating the Golden Age Foundation website, writing several grants and receiving a grant from Run Seal Beach for $1,219, which will be used to purchase new mobility aids equipment, referring 40 heart-to-heart program volunteers to Pathways to reach out to individuals in the community who need companionship. Many other new and exciting projects are being considered for the future. I'm sure that many members of our community appreciate our efforts. Some probably feel grateful, and some just take it for granted. When I was talking with Phyllis Mackey the other day, she said that when the tax program was in trouble of discontinuing a few years ago, she wondered how people would feel if the tax program was gone. I'd never thought of it that way, but she's right. If any of these programs disappeared, there would be a big hole in this community. Words can't express how thankful we are because you choose to give your most valuable time, which is vital to keeping the Golden Age Foundation alive and well. I'd like to commend all the volunteers and their significant others who support and get involved with our activities. Volunteers are the lifeblood of any organization, and without them, there is no organization. You are appreciated. We hope that you realize that the contributions that you have individually made have had a positive impact on our community. And we hope that you enjoy the experience, understand that you made a difference, and know how lucky the Golden Age Foundation feels to have you as a volunteer. All right, so let's just have a hand for all of us.
Aloha. Aloha. Are you out there? Aloha. Aloha. There you are. Wonderful. Hey, Komomai. Welcome to our little show. We're as I said, as Ren so nicely said, we are the Julio Hula from Leisure World, and this is our band. May I introduce Fortunato Rivia. Fortune. This is Fortune, and that's Ron Hong. Jojo calls him Ron Ham. I'm not sure why, but and this is Larry Yamashiro. And we're so happy and honored to be with you today. We just want to take a turn too and thank you volunteers who do such an amazing and wonderful job for our community. You cover everything, and always there's new projects that you do. You just don't leave any stone unturned to care for this, for the Leisure World. You know, there's no other community like ours that has a group like you that just takes such care of us all the time. I just have one story when, it's been a few years ago, but a neighbor of mine came back from the hospital, and she had terminal cancer, and she was not going to be living much longer. She was so happy to be back at her home, but she realized she needed a wheelchair. So back in those days, I called Frank Schrammick, and Tony had a wheelchair within 15 minutes, and she was sitting out in front of her home on the grass, just enjoying the breeze, and I'll never forget that. That's what you do every day for so many people. Thank you. Thank you. We're going to do, our theme Anna asked us to do is happy and colorful and joy and service and love for one another. So our first number is going to be Green Rose Hula. This was written by John Almeida, who was, he wrote over 100 hula, and he was a really exceptional guy. He had no vision, he was blind, but he just lived a full life. He was also a ladies' man. He liked the ladies, and each time he had a new sweetheart, he called her a flower. And this lucky lady we're going to represent was his green rose. So now we're going to do for you Green Rose Hula. The colors we're celebrating are yellow and green, not just colorful. So if you don't have yellow or green on, don't admit it, because we're really looking for yellow and green. And not all of us had yellow and green dresses, but some of us do. Anyway, the next number we're going to do is called Haole Hula. And this is just really a haunting and fun and happy melody about how Hawaii, once you've been to Hawaii, just lives in your heart. It takes a hold of your heart. It captures your heart. This is Haole Hula.
When I hear the strains of that sweet Alikoki, and still from afar a guitar piano, when the wind makes you sway in the moonlight, I know the reason why where Hawaii wants you so. the lovely blue of sky and the soft fire of ocean, the flashing white of clouds and of waves falling crash, the many shades of green from the plains to the mountains, with all the brightest hues of the rainbow. We're blessed. I hear the swish of rain as it sweeps down the valley. I hear the song of wind as it sighs through the trees. I hear the crash of waves on the rocks and the beaches. I hear the hissing surf and boom of the sea. I love to dance and sing of the charms of Hawaii, and from a joyful heart sing aloha to you. In every note I'll tell of the spell of my islands, for then I know that you'll be in love with that tune. For then I know that you'll be in love with that tune.
Now we want to close our time, and this was a special request, this last number, from Anna. She wanted this especially. We always have fun doing this, and JoJo reworked it, our teacher, for the occasion. It's called Rainbow Connection. Now this isn't really a hula, you probably figured that out, but this is probably a familiar melody to you, and if you know the words or if you know the music, sing, dance along with us, whistle. Oh, this is for you. We want you to have fun. You're the ones we want to honor today. So this is Rainbow Connection, and we thank you for being such a good audience and for Anna for inviting us today.
So many songs about rainbows and what's on the other side. Rainbows are visions, but only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that wishes would be heard and answered when wished on the morning star? Someone thought of that, and someone believed it, and look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing, and what do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell, we know that it's probably magic. might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. La 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 la.
I'd like to thank you, three musicians. Give us a live music, function, ladies. And I'd like to thank you for your honor coming here and entertain us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And this is we conclude our Golden Foundation lunch. You guys have a nice afternoon. Nice snack.
Can you hang on and sit for the time being, please?
Yeah.
Please come forward. Miss Johnson, where are you? Are you hiding away from me? Miss Johnson. Where's Miss Linda Johnson? This side. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say something about our outgoing president. As our outgoing president of the Golden Age Foundation, we would ask you to change your motto into a no problema. Because this is one lady who can solve any problem that you have. If you have any problems in all quarter, she will solve it for you. So the board would like to offer the gratitude for your leadership by presenting you with your own no problema llama. Anna, this is your stuff, llama. It's going to keep you company for a while. And maybe every time you look at it, you will think of the days, the years that you've been with the Golden Age Foundation, on how you led this organization to what it is today. And so, ladies and gentlemen, it says that pull out the box and hold up. And you will see a little purple bag attached which contains President pin. Oh! There's a pin in here for past President's pin. And I said, then you have it? I said, take it out and pin it to the outgoing president. Ha ha! How can I take this? So you know, Anna has been such a nice leader in our organization. You compare Anna to a captain of a ship that is traveling in a turbulent ocean, and she will guide you to a safety port. And this is Anna, ladies and gentlemen. It is. You know, they bury that pin in a very big box. You have a past president's pin. I'm going to let this llama stand up right there. This is supposed to be a llama.
Looks like a llama from here.
From there. We would like to present you this beautiful flower. Now you have to take care of this one. You have another job to do. I'm not going to take care of it for you. Thank you, Anna, for everything.
Thank you so much. It's been pleasure. You just need to take extra time and just work on it. So it's been pleasure, and I got to meet a lot of nice people and got to know about more community. So thank you. Thank you. That concludes our luncheon program. Have a nice afternoon, rest of the day.